Good evening, everyone. This is Financial Literacy 101. And this evening, I want to talk to you guys about one of the best IPO notification systems that is absolutely free. And what we need to really understand, ladies and gentlemen, that this is how you get a jump start on your investments and also the stocks you guys actually want to invest in. I know a lot of you are always like, hey, how are you getting this information for your IPOs so I can buy them on a platform like WeBull? We understand that WeBull is a really, really good platform to invest in IPOs, even better than Robinhood, okay? Even better than Robinhood. And I'm going to show you a little bit about WeBull as well. I'm going with my Robinhood portfolio. So just stay with me as I go through these things. So let's get a basic understanding about Google Alerts IPO notification system. Now, granted, it's not a total notification system that some of you may not go. It's just an alert system for pretty much everything. So let's read the gist of it right here. Google Alerts is a content change detection and notification service offered by the search engine company Google. The service system sends emails to the user when it finds new results, such as web pages, newspaper articles, blogs, or scientific research that matches the user's search term. This is very, very important, ladies and gentlemen. Let me tell you, this is very, very important because I get updates out the yin yang when it comes to my IPO research, and I absolutely love it. I don't think there's another system out there that does it better than Google, in my opinion. And I've been looking around for an alert system for IPOs, but not only IPOs, you can use it for headline news topics as well as any other stuff like scientific research, blogs, newspaper articles, things that you are primarily interested in, okay? Google Alerts is ideal for keeping in touch with news stories and IPOs and news, investment in stocks, financial debt, financial services. All of this is news essentially, okay? And these are typically the topics that don't make headline news. Now, if you go to a channel which I usually watch like CNBC, they have a lot of headline news when it comes to IPO stocks or Fox Business, okay? Those are really catered to the investment world. So if you don't want to watch news all day and you're a busy person or you just don't really watch the news, Google Alert is a great system for you to just easily to sign up for, and it's not really hard. And I'm going to show you. First and foremost, let's break down. Look at my portfolio. Let's look at my portfolio very, very quickly. This is how I'm doing today. I'm only up $2. But again, I want to show you a stock like Phantom, okay? I want to show you a stock like Phantom. Now, we understand Phantom. I learned about Phantom in another system called JFrog. JFrog is a Israeli software company, so to speak. And Phantom, I believe this is financial services. Right now, they just have North Carolina. Let me look into this very, very quickly. It's a software platform for real estate. Totally off on that one. But nonetheless, let me show you something else when it's talk about Google Alerts, okay? Google Alerts. So what you would do is you will go over to googlealerts.com, googlealerts.com, and you will type in IPO. You see my one alert? That's the only alert that I essentially have for Google. That is the only alert that I have for Google is IPO. But let's say if I wanted to know strictly news about Tesla, let's just take Tesla on for size. Tesla. It said, this will create an email alert from my email, create alert, and boom, now I have an alert for Tesla. That easy. Now, how does this look? That is a question. So it comes right to your email. So again, it says Google Alert IPO. Anything that's an IPO, initial public offering, is coming to my email. And I absolutely love this. So again, I'm watching IPOs like Ant, Airbnb. I've been watching that for like the past month or two. And I can keep eyes on this information before it release. And it kind of gives me that analytical tool that I can research this stock, any information that they have public, any headline news, any statement reports, financial reports I can dig into before I put large sums of money down. Okay. And so clickable links, hyperlinks that you guys can actually go into and read any pertinent news about this particular stock. Okay. Like this one. This is off Fox Business, as I told you guys before. Ant Group IPO pricing history, largest says Alibaba, Jack Ma, blah, 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 could be worth $35 billion, surpassing the record set by Audi's Aramco's $29.4 billion. That was another IPO. And you can go and you can read the story, any pertinent information that they're releasing, okay? And what I like about it too, when I click that link, as you notice, it opened up another web page. That way I'm not going back and forth, okay? So let's look at Airbnb. This for another example. Once again, it opened up another window, which I absolutely love. Automatically creates another tab. And then I can read into this particular story, okay, about Airbnb. Airbnb prepares for December IPO with a focus on design and diversification. So you, the investor, this is highly important because this is a way that you can get a jump on everybody else before Airbnb takes off. Because Airbnb has is kind of mimic and mirror the platform of Uber. They took taxi out of it and made it a kind of a peer sharing riding program, ride share. But in the sense of these guys are essentially just taxi drivers with regular cars. They can use their regular car instead of working for a taxi company with huge overhead. You're like, hey, my car's within, the 5 or 6 years. What they call it? I forgot what they call it, but you got to have some. I lost for words. But the point I'm making is, so Uber has these guidelines that your car has to be within like 5 or 6 years, and it has to have all these things. They have somebody come out and actually check your car. Okay, so they pretty much hurt the taxi cab companies, except probably New York. But Uber and Lyft is killing taxis. They're absolutely killing taxis. And matter of fact, I remember a taxi driver was telling me that he does taxi, Uber, and Lyft so he can stay afloat and feed his family. Okay, so like Airbnb is hurting who? Airbnb is hurting the hotel and motel chains, okay? Because people can use their vacation spot. People can even use their own homes when they're going away for vacation to make a little bit extra cash. How would you know about this stock if you don't have your ear to the investment street, so to speak? A good tool for you to use is Google Alerts, and it's very, very easy. Let me see something that I'm passionate in. Let's say I want to look up Google Pixel. Okay, I'm a big Google Pixel fan, not so much of the Google Pixel 5, but I'm going to just type in Google Pixel. Now, first and foremost, they're going to give you an alert preview of the information that you guys could be receiving, okay? So right off the bat here, alert preview, new, Samsung will cause new problems for Google Pixel 5. So anything dealing with the alert topic that you typed in, it will show you a preview in order for you to kind of get a gist and idea of what you'll be receiving. So let me do Tesla. I'm not going to create this alert. I'll just delete it. But let me go back to Tesla. I'm going to write Tesla again so you can see that information, okay? So I'm going to create, let's look at this. So you can't hit create alert or the preview goes away. But anything dealing with Tesla, okay, so you're a huge investor in Tesla, Powell Technologies, Neo, Plug Energy, it doesn't matter. You can write an alert and it's going to give you all the information right to your email. That way you can make a very financial and conscious decision of where you want to invest your money in. So again, Tesla, mandatory must. Tesla is building a factory in Brandenburg. That's new information. I didn't even know about that. Wall Street analysts tore down 7 competing electric vehicle batteries and says Tesla is, you can read more there. Watch Tesla full driving beta in a full 30-minute realistic trip. Okay. Alphabet, which is Google, Netflix, Tesla stock that defined the week. So anything dealing with Tesla, I just created an alert for. And again, when I come back to my email, it pops up in my email. It emails me anytime news come out. I receive these Google alerts every single day, almost every single day. I receive the alert, and I absolutely love it because I don't have to go and look at this news story, that news story, search for this. Let me go on CNBC, MSNBC, CNN, Fox News. I don't have to go all these places trying to look for these stocks. It comes right to my email. I mean, I'm literally doing nothing to get the information except clicking on a headline, and it gives me all the information. What is this important since we're talking about stocks? McAfee stock drops at the IPO. That's very important. So I'm getting that information because maybe I'm not looking at McAfee. The reasons behind Guild Mortgage IPO. I actually had a loan with Guild Mortgage. I know a little bit about them. Leslie seeks $600 million in US IPO. I'm not too familiar with that stock, so I will go read about it and see if that's something I want to bring to my channel and invest in. So that's very pertinent, okay? And then they have a lot of other information dealing with stocks as well. So we go over the IPO. We went over that one, okay? So this is the information that I look at almost every single day, ladies and gentlemen, in order for me to get a well-rounded knowledge of investments in stocks that I want to invest in, and also bring to the channel to see if you guys and we find value to put it part of our portfolio, because a lot of you are still building your portfolio. And I told you last week, a good portfolio usually only have about 4 to 6 stocks, especially when you're going to accumulate a lot of shares within those stocks. Now, you're going to have your core base of your portfolio with your stocks, okay? So take, for instance, we take Plug Power, okay? Then we take Tesla because we want an energy vehicle in there, Tesla. Then we take, okay, I want a software company, so we take Microsoft. Then we take a gold company. We can do Barrick Gold, okay? So right there, we got energy, electric vehicle, software, Barrick, and let's say e-commerce. And when it comes to e-commerce, you have JD. I think it's was it JD Power? No, it's not JD Power. JD is a Chinese one. Then you also have Amazon. You also have Alibaba. So those are 3 e-commerce, and you kind of want to hit those major sectors of business, okay? So when you get Barrick Gold, you get a commodity already, okay? And you're in the real mineral business. Microsoft, you're talking about technology, you're talking about software. Tesla is tech too, but it's electric vehicles. You got Plug Power, now you're in energy. And then you in Amazon, which pretty much covers all of those. But you have a hedge of protection. And then with those 4 to 6 stocks, what I would do is I will also get some very broad ETFs and index funds. I would probably get what's that Vanguard one? Let me look that Vanguard one up really, really quickly for you guys. It's the one that invests in the whole S&P 500. I'm not too familiar. Here it is right here, VOO, VOO, S&P 500. So when you invest in ETFs, whatever amount of dollars you're going to put inside of that particular fund is going to invest in all of those stocks. So here are the 2 ones, okay, whether it be Vanguard, Fidelity, or Charles Schwab, you should totally hedge your portfolio with ETFs like S&P 500 ETF and total stock market ETFs. Those are some great ones. And then once you build those up, then I will actually go into bond markets. I probably do a little real estate because that's what the REIT is right here, REIT, real estate investment trust. But first and foremost, I want to invest in the S&P 500. This is for your ETF, your exchange traded funds, as well as your total stock market ETFs. These are very, very important, okay? Now, also with your Google alerts, let me go back. Where are we at? Right here. Also with your Google alerts, whether you listen to music, because a lot of people still listen to music, you're streaming music, you can put your favorite artists on there, okay? So this is not just an investment tool. This is a everything tool. If that information is vital for you or entertaining for you or interesting to you, then you can go over to Google Alerts and type that information in. Boom, create an alert, and it's coming right to your email, okay? Because maybe you don't want to miss somebody's new album like T.I. came out with a new album called Libra. You might want to get that information. That's just for an example, okay? But again, this exists beyond stocks. This exists beyond just music. Guess what this also can do for you guys? Take, for instance, if you or the company you work for are in the writing business, like you guys write papers or something like that, Google Alerts, let me tell you, Google Alerts is a great way of watching out for plagiarism. You can easily make sure no one is passing off your work as their own. Because there's a lot of people still plagiarizing, believe it or not. You know, plagiaristic people are still just getting better. But this is a great way for you to set up an alert of someone plagiarizing your information, or, you know, I'm going to go there. A lot of you who know me, I'm going to go there. Or if you are copying somebody's work and you're not referencing the material correctly because you forgot, Google Alerts is also a great way to make sure that this plagiarism won't pop up when you turn it in. Because the thing about, like, if you're borrowing your regular terms or phrases or trying to impersonate, you can create alert using your name or the titles of your articles or even some text from inside of them to catch plagiarism. So this can work both ways. If you are plagiarizing, then you can put some of that text, some of them titles inside of Google Alerts, and they'll let you know if anything pops up. So you got the good side and you got the bad side. But again, I love technology. It's out for you. Okay. Let's see what else that I can. Let me see my notes here, guys. Your personal details. With it, like your postal address or your email address leaked out on the web, a simple Google alert can tell you. Yeah. So if your home address, or like, say for instance, your home address, because you didn't list it on like Trulio, Redfin, Zillow, like one of those real estate, because maybe you was looking for a home or something like that, or you was posting your home to be sold, you can put that information, like your email address, your home address, on Google Alerts, okay? Now, the good thing about this, you have to remember that no one else can see these alerts except for you. So your privacy is not at risk because you put these alerts in here. I'm the only one that's going to see these alerts coming to my email. So if you do find your email address that is out there for everyone to see, you might have been the victim of a hack or some fraudulent scam. This is great information because it's such a basic system. But right, if I put in, let's put in my business email. Let's see, rossworldllc@gmail.com. Now I can see right here, there are no recent results for your search query. Below are existing results that match your search query. Again, there's no information about it except what? My videos, because my videos have my email in the description, but there's no other information out there on the web because guess what? Google is the premier web search. So look how quickly I just typed that in to do a quick check. Now, I'm not putting my address in here because I know you guys are watching, okay? So you ain't going there. So you can, it goes into directories and all across the web to check for that content, okay? And Google Alerts is it happens very quickly, as you just saw. Let's see. Let me see if I put my name in here. Let's look out for that. Because we said we can put our name out here. So I'll put my name out here. Let's see. Beverly J. Ross, Lois M. Ross. I don't see nothing about my name, okay? Except for YouTube, guys, I got my name on lock, okay? So there we go. I got some obituary. So you can do that too, okay? Then you can also keep tabs on people. I know I'm spilling all the beans. This is a very simple tool that a lot of people didn't know all the power that it actually holds. So take, for instance, somebody that you're interested in. Whether it's your long lost brother, your grandmother, whoever, a particular politician, a celebrity, a sports star, Google Alerts will deliver news on the person right to your inbox. That's what I absolutely love, ladies and gentlemen. For the most popular searches, you might have to reduce the frequency of your notification and stick to the only best result option, okay? Only the best result option. But it also works well for searches that don't return many results at all. And what I mean by the best, you see right here, show options. You click here. Okay, you have your options, hot options. You can say how often. I got mine at most once a day. Okay, at most once a day. That's why I tell you I get those IPO alerts every single day, which is very, very pertinent to me. Sources are automatic, or you can go to blogs, news, web, video, books, discussion, and finance. But I got mine as automatic because I want all of the information that all of this contains. If it's about IPOs, I don't care if it's coming from a blog, a news, a web, a video, or books. I do not care. I want all the information about my IPOs because I'm trying to get those IPOs soon as they're released. Okay. Then they also have different languages you can get it in. Whatever language you speak, you can change it to that. Any region. Okay. Any region. I got mine on any region. I'm just going to change this for United States because I'm dealing with this IPOs. And then only the best results. I don't want all results. You're going to get so many notifications. You're going to get so many emails if you do all results. I only want the best results, okay? Then I have my email to what I'm actually sending the information to, okay? So that's just another quick tool for you guys to have in your toolbox, all right? Then another one is local news. A lot of you may not have, cable television. You might just do on streaming services, but you might want to read the news really quickly on your phone while you're on the bus or in your car or just sitting there waiting to go into work. Because news is very vital to us. There's a lot of things that's going around in our everyday lives, and national news like MSNBC, CNN, Fox, all of those characters, they don't cover your local news. They have those extended branches, okay, that you guys may catch on one of your digital services, but it's not going to give you local news if you're dealing with just like Hulu and Netflix. But Google Alerts is another great way for you to do your local news, okay? So you can know what's going on inside your area. So I just wanted to bring that to you guys' attention. Let me do some shout outs really quickly. Let's see who's in the room. We have Mike. He said, "Hey, Brother Ross, learn to be inspired. Bing ain't good as Google." Oh, not at all, brother. Not at all. Bing, listen, Bing don't even cut it, okay? Bing don't even cut it. That's all the information that I have for you guys. I just want to, speak on the presidential debate. I had a good time, man. I didn't lie to you guys the other night on Thursday. I actually got me some popcorn. I got me a beer, and I sat there. I was watching, and there's some key things that I took away from the debate. That's not. If you're really political, just turn it off. Just go and cut me off because I'm about to be a damn fool. And what I mean by that is there were some things that I've never just heard presidents do and say. So Donald Trump was talking about Joe Biden about, he said, "Hey, you took $3.5 million. Your family took $3.5 million from the Russians." And Joe Biden was like, "That's a lie. That's not true." And I'm sitting here like, did Trump just making up stuff? And then they started talking about immigration. And, Trump was attacking Joe Biden in the sense of, Joe Biden was like, "Hey, you're locking up kids, you're splitting up families." And then Donald Trump was like, "Who built the cages, Joe? Who built the cages?" Because those detainment facilities were built during the Obama administration. That's what Trump was really trying to get at. So he was like, "Who built the cages, Joe?" And then he kept going on. He said, "Hey, can you just ask Joe who built the cages?" Because he said, basically, I wouldn't have the capacity of locking up people if the Obama administration, you and Obama, didn't build the cages. They were going back and forth. What else was funny? He said, "Who built the cages, Joe?" That was funny. They were talking about fracking, and Donald Trump pointed out the fact that Joe Biden wanted to stop fracking altogether. Joe Biden says, "Trump, you're lying. I'm talking about," I said, "just from federal land." And when Joe Biden said, "No, I don't want to stop fracking. I want to stop it from doing it on federal line," did you guys see when Donald Trump was like, ooh, when have you ever heard a president on live national TV while another presidential candidate is talking and go over the mic and go, ooh. Ladies and gentlemen, if you haven't watched the debate, please go and watch the debate. And you can take it serious or not. I know I didn't. I had a blast. I'm telling you, I'm not lying to you guys. I had the debate on my phone, and I was watching my Giants get their butt whooped like they always do. But they played a good game. But nonetheless, I had popcorn in the beer, and I swear to you, I was looking at the debate, and it was almost more as interesting than a football game. They were just going back and forth, and at the end of the day, I didn't look at it for truth because we all know they beat around the bush. They answer questions indirectly. No one's really answering policy questions. I think Joe Biden elaborated on policy a little bit more than Trump, but Trump never really elaborates on policies that much. He kind of speaks about it here and there. But ladies and gentlemen, for me, I'm not going to lie. It was just entertainment. I didn't take neither candidate serious. Okay, especially when they start talking about Black Lives Matter, systemic racism. When they start talking about that, it's not like I paid any more attention to them because I didn't. Okay. Donald Trump called Joe Biden out on the 1994 crime bill. Of course, Joe Biden had nothing to say about that. What's his name? Joe Biden called out Trump about increasing the activity of, race wars and race battle and all these racial conflicts that's happening in the streets against Black people and white people. He kind of said, you're the reason for that. They was just going back and forth, ladies and gentlemen. It was malarkey. Okay. It was a bunch of bull crap to me. And I know people who know me, and I was just watching it for fun. I know some of you, oh, that's disrespectful. This is serious stuff. It is serious. But the problem is we don't have two serious candidates. We don't have two serious candidates. And it amazes me because there's some truth to this debate. And I'm going to tell you this, and I'm going to leave you guys with this. And here, let me just point this out. I'm not a Democrat and I'm not a Republican. I'm not anywhere politically affiliated with neither party. But when Trump said, I have done more for the Black community since Lincoln, did you hear Joe Biden refute that? Did you hear Joe Biden contest that? Did you hear Joe Biden compare and contrast that? He did not. That tells me something, ladies and gentlemen, because the word is out that Obama did nothing, especially for Black people. The word is out. We already know that. But when Donald Trump said, and he said it before, he said he's done more for Black people than any other president or since Lincoln. And I was doing research. And there's unfortunately truth to that. Whether you like it or not, it's truth to it. So, my personal feelings about them both, they're in the same boat with two paddles. One is on one side, one is on the other side, but they still go in the same direction. But when it came to that particular truth about who has done more for Black people, from my quick research I've done, and I'm not a Republican or Democrat, looks like Donald Trump did a little bit more for Black people than any other president since Lincoln. Not a Republican. I'm not voting until they put reparations on the table. So it's the truth, though, because people label Joe Biden and Donald Trump as racist. I agree, but at the same time, both of them lie, but every now and again you get a little bit of truth. This is Financial Literacy 101. Learn money and be inspired. You guys have a great and wonderful night. And for you guys that's tuning in, go and just rewind a little bit. You'll get the information. I'm out.